Most beginners think pen testing starts with exploitation. In reality, successful pen tests are won during the enumeration stage of the pen testing lifecycle. The pen testing lifecycle is a structured, multi-phase methodology used to simulate real-world cyber attacks. Enumeration in penetration testing is the active reconnaissance phase, where a tester systematically probes a target network or system to extract specific, actionable details. This is in contrast to the passive stage, which doesn't interact with the system directly. Now imagine a company. Imagine a pen tester has been hired to test their infrastructure. They will start with enumeration. In this real-world example, they may start by discovering devices on the network. They may probe these devices to discover what services are accessible. Say, they find that port 80 is exposed and know a website is running. They may investigate this further, and once they know the website is running, they may run a directory brute force to discover pathways which are accessible to them or pathways that are supposed to be hidden. They may probe it to discover information, such as server version. This demonstration, my friends, is enumeration at its finest. Now, we have discussed enumeration at its finest. You may be wondering what tools are used in the real world by pen testers to assess systems. Let's take a look at how 3 of these 7 popular enumeration tools can be used during a pen test. This is for educational purposes only, and all demonstrations in this video are done in a controlled environment. Tool number 1 is Nmap. This is a tool used to probe systems to discover information, such as open ports. As you can see, I am running an Nmap scan on my N18 network to discover active devices, pinging every device on the network to see if it's up. Once I discover that 3 devices are up, I put them into a list for further probing. I use the list as an input list of IPs to scan the top 10,000 ports on all these 3 IPs. If you want an in-depth video on Nmap, be sure to watch our full video on it. This is just an example. You can see that 10.0.2.50 is particularly interesting. It has 3 open ports and appears to be running an HTTP web server. With that on board, we will move on to our next tool to progress with our enumeration journey. GoBuster is a directory brute forcing tool. It can be used by pen testers when they have discovered an HTTP server and want to discover potential paths on this server. In our scenario, we have discovered an HTTP server and what to investigate further. We write a quick GoBuster command that will brute force the IP's HTTP server using a standard word list big.txt at 70 threads. Via this, we have discovered multiple pathways that we can access, status 200, including upload and images. These provide interest to a pen tester and help them understand what they can do next. Now, let's assume we found nothing of interest on the HTTP server. We may want to enumerate the IP address using Enum4Linux. Enum4Linux is a command-line enumeration tool. It extracts sensitive data and configuration details from Windows and Samba Linux SMB systems. Let's try it out. As you can see, sadly, we have no success. This is because SMB is not running, as you can see. However, Enum4Linux will provide detailed information about the system in the case of SMB. Now that we have discussed what enumeration is, why it is important and must not be missed out in a pen test, and some of the tools that can be used for enumeration. Bear in mind there are many more enumeration tools. Let's summarize. Enumeration is a foundational step to every pen test. It is a core part of the pen testing lifecycle and allows a pen tester to fully understand the system. A pen tester cannot exploit something they don't understand. Some of the popular tools include Nmap and GoBuster, but the list of tools is endless. Be sure to try some out in a controlled environment. Thanks for watching this video. Be sure to check out our free pen testing pathway and roadmap as linked below.